Away from that, Ghana's participation at this year's first Global Robotics Challenge in Singapore may hit a snag. If funds of $30,000 to support the 7-member delegation is not complete. Students of Achimota School, they've devised an innovative solution that will ensure a cleaner and equitable energy future around the planet. George Queening is there. He's joining us to provide us on some updates and perspectives exactly what is going on in the school. George, thank you. Good afternoon to you. What's going on at the Achimota School?
Yeah, Crosby, thanks for having me. I'm coming to you live from the science block of the Achimota School. And actually, this is where Team Ghana is having its training boot camp. And this year, Achimota School is representing Ghana at the 2023 First Global Robotics Challenge. And so this is actually the 7th time Ghana is doing that representation. West Girls has done twice of that. Archbishop Potter Girls, Ebri Girls, Manfi Girls. And actually, that's the first time we're having a mixed school doing that representation. According to STEM Bees, who are overseeing this, they want to break the gender gap in STEM. It's a reason they are trying to just, concentrate on just single-sex schools. And this year, Achimota is representing Ghana. And over the years, in Ghana's quest to, participate at such challenges, one major challenge is lack of funding and sponsorship. And this year is no different. And so the team here, that's a 7-member delegation that will be heading their way to Singapore, requires some $30,000 to, prepare and everything in terms of their accommodation, their flight, miscellaneous, and all that. So if we don't get this money complete, it's going to hit a snag and we'll be able to, make that very participation. I'm privy to whatever they've done, and they are very amazing students. And so this is what they are building for the participation, and this is the robot. So this year's team is on hydrogen horizons, and they're trying their best to ensure that they come up with some possible ways or innovative solutions to ensure that an energy-friendly planet. And so this is what it is. This robot was heavily represented last year, and so they were built on this for this year, participation. So this is what they're going to do this year. But we want to speak to the people that are overseeing this very project. That's STEM Beast, and we want to speak to Linda Anson. Linda, I'm quite, worried that if we don't get that money, you cannot do that representation. I'm so worried.
Yes, we've been facing this thing for the past 7 years. Every time we reach out to corporate Ghana, we reach out to organizations, even ministries. In the past, we've been able to go due to sponsorship from organizations and ministries. This year, it has been a bit difficult. We were hoping that the school would have supported, or the old students of Achimota would have supported, but they haven't supported as much as we had hoped for. So we are asking corporate Ghana, our fellow Ghanaians, everybody, to support us the best way they can so that we can take these students to Singapore to represent Ghana, because they've been working for the past 5 months on this thing. They started with no knowledge of robotics. They are in the robotics group here in Achimota. So they had some foundation, but this is like a high-level robotic challenge. So we had to train them from the basics, and then we even taught them how to code. And so they've come so far. So to come this far and not to go would be very disheartening. So we need their support.
The numbers are actually large, but because of the funding, they have to limit the numbers. So I think there are more than 10, but because of the funding, they were going to just limit the number to 5 of them. So they are doing 3 females and then 2 males. And I want to speak to the spokesperson and the team lead for this very group. And so let's speak to Papali. Papali, what really went into the building this robot?
Well, we put all our energy into it because we know that a lot of people are investing in us. So we put all our energy into it. We came together, worked as a team to be able to produce this.
Sophia, I know you are the spokesperson, so you do all the talking. Sophia, was it difficult coming up with this robot? When you're trying to just explain this to me on a layman's level, I didn't really grasp it. People are watching. I want you to explain it to them. What is the benefit of this very robot?
So our team has built this robot to take in water that's in the form of hydrogen and oxygen, and then separates them into their various forms. So the hydrogen can later be stored in its liquid and gas form, and then the hydrogen can be used as energy in our daily activities.
Do you feel proud to, let's say if you get the opportunity to represent Ghana, I would just want to know how you feel.
I would really be happy because after going through all this, if you don't go, you'll be sad.
So you want to appeal to corporate Ghana for sponsorship or
Yes.
something? Yeah. So you heard it from the students. That sponsorship needed to ensure that we represent Ghana at this year's challenge. And this is the robot that is going to use for representation. And so a whole lot of work went into that, as you heard from them. And so if you're watching and you want to sponsor, you can, contact STEMBs or even come to TV3, and that person will go through to ensure that we are heavily represented at this year's challenge. My name is George Quinn. We come to you live from the science block of Ashimota School. Have a good afternoon.
George, thank you so much for